매주 수요일 한국어 달인을 초대해 한국 생활 그리고 한국어 공부와 관련된 이야기를 들어보는 시간 Korean Masters. That's right, everyone. You know how we do it here on Wednesdays. I call in the best and the brightest to come hang out with me for a little bit and just chat about their life, tell me all their stories and how they became so positively brilliant at Korean. And this week we have a new master in the house. It is Irem. Hello.
Hello. Hi guys.
It is so wonderful to have you here. 자기소개 부탁드립니다.
네, 저는 터키에서 온 이렘츠라이입니다. 저는 한국에서 유튜브 하고 방송 활동하고 있어요.
네, 반갑습니다.
I'm shaking.
Why are you shaking?
I don't know.
You are so sweet. 일단 한국에서 산지 얼마 정도 되셨나요?
이제 5년 됐어요.
5년.
네, 5년 됐어요.
한국말 굉장히 잘하십니다.
고맙습니다.
Oh my gosh, guys, she's been living here for 5 years.
Yeah,
and
5
for those of you who didn't hear that, she's from Turkey, right?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. And you are just sparkling like sunshine right now in the
Thank you
studio.
so much. That's very kind of you.
Oh my gosh. Well, I feel we have already got a bajillion messages coming in here. Our team장 is currently picking out a couple to send to us right now. We have one from 현지 최전래생 단발병 걸리게 생겼어요. Oh my goodness.
God.
Look
Thank
at you. I'm loving this look on you. You look stunning here.
Thank you so
And
much.
Jimin in the side says, she's so pretty, I'm jealous. Crying faces for days
Oh,
here.
man. Thank
Also,
you so much.
Hwang Sunshine says, oh, wow, very pretty. And Fiona goes, my heart is shaking.
Wow, thank you so much.
Well, I feel like we have some like hashtag girl crushes going on here. This is like a studio of just love and fanning out here. And
I should come here often.
You should hang out here all the time and just like have a girl. This is what we do here. We just have a nice chat. This is a no stress environment. We just sit and chat about life and our genies. That's what we call our little family here of 한국어천재. As you know, 천재 is for our genius and we are the genies here. Everyone wants to be a Korean genius.
Yeah.
But you are the resident genius here today.
Am I?
You are the genius.
Okay, thank you so much,
And
first of all.
our genies are probably so curious about your life stories. So I want to start from the beginning.
Okay.
일단 한국에 어떻게 오시게 되셨나요?
저는 이제 6년 전에
네.
한국 드라마 보다가 K-pop 듣다가
네.
이제 한국에 관심이 생겨서
네.
여행하러 가야겠다라고 해서 여행하러 왔어.
네, 그냥 여행.
그냥 여행하러 왔어요. So it was like 1 month travel. 한국어로 해야 되나요? 영어로 해야 되나요? 지금?
그냥 둘다 섞어도 돼요. 일단 이거 한국어 천재라니까
네, 한국어로.
한국말로 하시고 그 다음에 영어 이렇게 섞으면 되는데
알겠습니다.
편하게
네,
하셔도
편하게,
됩니다.
오케이.
예.
그래서 그 한 달 동안 너무 재밌게 놀고 너무 좋은 친구들 만나서
네.
나는 또 한국에 와서 공부해야 되겠다
어.
라는 마음이 생겨가지고 터키 갔다가 또 2년 후에 한국에 석사하러 왔어요.
와,
야.
잠깐만요. 그래서 일단 처음 오셨을 때는 그때 한국말
몰랐어요. 아예 몰라. 하나도 몰랐고 그냥 관심이 있으니까 뭐 안녕하세요. 저 이름입니다 정도 알고 그냥 한글 혼자서 그냥 공부 중이었어요.
근데 너무 힘들었을 텐데요.
관심 있을 때 너무 좋았어 사실은. 관심 있었으니까.
그래서 혼자 그 여행하러 왔을 때는 이렇게 혼자서 하러 오셨나요? 아니면 가족들이랑 이렇게 여행 다니셨나요?
그 당시에 친한 친구 2명이랑 같이 왔어요. 여자 셋이서 왔었고
여자끼리
얼마나 재미없었을까? You know.
Girls trip. You
Girls
guys
trip.
know girls trip. It's
Yeah.
always good for 1 month. So just like hanging out. 그냥 서울에서만 이렇게 돌아다니셨어요? 아니면
부산까지 갔는데
예.
제주까지는 못 갔지만 부산 갔고 서울 쪽에 많이 다녔었어요.
와.
홍대에서 한 달 홍대에서 있었는데 정말 그땐 그랬지.
와, 그래서 일단 여행 다니셨다가 일단 이게 너무 좋아해가지고 한국과 사랑에 빠져서 일단 나 한국어 공부해야겠다라는
맞아요.
생각이 이렇게 뭐 나고 그래서 터키에서 그 한국어 공부하기 시작이 되었나요? 아니면 뭐 한국으로 그 석사하러 오셨나요?
터키에 있을 때 혼자서 그냥 공부하긴 했는데 이제 제대로 배우는 건 한국에 와서 어학당 가지고 인하대 저는 그 혹시 그게 아세요?
네.
장학 그
네,
Korean
장학.
Government Scholar, yeah.
Yep.
그게 받아서 왔으니까 그건 이제 1년 동안 한국어 공부하고 그 다음에 2년 동안 마스터.
Wow,
Masters.
that's intensive training there.
know.
That's like sink or swim.
It was
Go hard at
Yeah.
the Koreans
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Wow. So you went from like basic Korean to intensive Korean in a very
Exactly.
short period of time. That's impressive, you guys.
And my master's was in 100% Korean language. That was not good decision.
You like a challenge. I can see it.
but my professors were great people, so they helped me a lot.
That's amazing, though. I feel like you just came here with like this, I'm going to do it.
Yep.
I'm going to do it because I want it, and I want it. I got it. I want it.
I got it.
I feel like everyone here is just looking at you with like these hearts in their eyes. Soulless Neo, first of all, wants to make sure she gets your name right. So spelling your name here, how do you spell the Korean master's name? It is Irem, but if you want to spell in English, it would be
Irem.
Irem, right?
Usually, my American friends call me Irem, but the exact spelling is Irem.
Irem.
Yeah.
And in Turkish, would you say Irem as well?
Irem. Yeah, Irem.
And that would be IREM, right?
Yes, exactly.
So IREM for everyone who's wanting to know how to spell in English letters. IREM. There you go. You can look it up on the private SNS pages. There we go. That's the best way we can say that.
Yeah.
And Leah May here has a comment that says, 5 years is a really long time. Now, did she experience any unforgettable cultural differences? 예, well, 일단 터키와
Yeah.
한국과 그 문화 차이 되게 많은 것 같아요. I feel like that's going to be the 가장 큰 문화 차이가 어떤 건가요?
솔직히
네.
터키도 동양 문화 있으니까 한국이란 문화 차이가 그렇게 많진 않아요.
정말요?
Yeah.
Really?
That's very surprising and very good for like I didn't have hard time to get used to the culture.
There you go.
Yeah.
Leah. That's actually surprising for me to hear as well because I would not have expected that.
우리도 높은 말 쓰고 또 처음 뵈는 사람들이랑 막 높은 말 하고 그런 거 있고
네.
또 막 추석 같은 날 있으면은 똑같이 이제 나이 많으신 분들 집에 가가지고
네.
그 한국에서 철하는데 터키에서 막 손을 뽀뽀하는 막
예,
이런
예.
거 있고 엄청 막 비슷한 점이 많아요. 사실은.
혹시 그 전통적인 옷이도 있나요? 약간 한복처럼 이렇게 같은 옷이 이렇게 입고 다니시고
있는데 입고 다니는 게 없어요.
Okay.
Yeah.
They have like those clothes, but not exactly wearing them.
Yeah.
Like we wear the hanbok. It's similar. Like we don't exactly wear hanbok the same way either. The kids usually wear it around Chuseok as well.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
it's actually fairly similar here with Korea. It seems like much easier. So that's actually a really great question, Leah. Thank you for sending that in here. And
But I want to add this.
Yeah.
Like we don't have cultural differences, but Korea is very surprising country by itself. Like you get shocked every day and then it's so fun. There are a lot of different things.
뭐 예를 들면?
예를 들면, okay, example. Sure, I have to give an example.
Here I'm just like, tell me what.
딱 이게 1초에 생각나는 거는
네.
코인 노래방 같은 거.
네, okay.
Like, you know, 코인 노래방, the singing rooms. You just go there and then put like a 1 coin.
Usually it's like 100won. 100won in the US would be about 10 cents. I'd
10
say.
cents. And then you sing a 2 song by yourself. This is very interesting to me. Like, who would go by itself and then just sing? But it's so fun. 아니,
그러게요.
처음에 진짜 이거 터키 문화에 상상할 수 없는 건데 한국에서 보니까 와, 이거 되게 신기한데? 라고 하고
그쵸.
해보니까 너무 재밌었어.
그니까요. 왜냐면 미국에는 딱 지금 생각해보니 미국에는 우리 약간 코인 놀이방은 그런 게 아예 없는 것 같아요.
없어, 그쵸?
만약에 한인타운 가보시면 있을 수도 있긴 한데 근데 약간 뭐 위스콘신주 약간 이런 데 가보면 코인 노래방 진짜 하나도 없을 것 같아요. You won't find this sort of thing in like the average place in America. So that sort of thing, after living here for so long, you don't think about it as being like that like 신기해 anymore. But you're right. That is actually like totally such a Korean like what? That's such a different thing. I never thought of that. Yeah, okay. Well, thank you guys. Leah putting me in my place here and making me remember what it's like to be new to Korea. But you know, the thing about Irem here, so before Irem came to the studio, fun fact is I'm kind of like an Irem pen. 저 팬인데요.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I might have like actually heard about Irem from every single one of my friends and we've never met. 근데 진짜로 우리 그 약간 아는 친구가 되게 많은 것 같아요. I feel like we have a lot of like friends here and I have followed your YouTube for a while now. You are a content creator here in Korea and you have made some hilarious things here that some of which I cannot say on because of certain reasons here, but you have made some stuff introducing not just Korean things here to people in your hometown, but things of your hometown to Korea as well. 그래서 뭐 일단은 그 고향에 대해서 약간 그런 게 좀 소개해 주실 수 있나요? 우리 그 청취분들에게. I'd like to first your hometown because that is probably one of the most interesting aspects to a lot of our listeners here is about Turkey. We don't know much about it.
I know. Like everybody knows Istanbul.
Yes.
And everybody thinks that's capital, which is wrong.
Incorrect.
Capital is Ankara. Mm-hmm. So my hometown is Izmir, which is third biggest city of Turkey. And we call it 터키의 진주.
터키의 진주.
진주.
Oh.
Yeah. So Izmir is, if you compare to Korea, it is like Busan kind of city. It has a beautiful sea and hot places, and it becomes very like heat during summer.
Yeah.
And people are very kind, warm-hearted, and it's too close to Greece.
Yeah.
So we have Greece culture too. Like,
really?
Yeah. The food is also like so similar with Greek food.
Oh gosh, that sounds amazing. So
샐러드.
like 혹시 요리하시나요?
아니요.
제가 calling her out. Sorry. Did not mean to do that on the air. 다음으로 우리 그냥 같이 도전해 볼까요?
Pass.
But like, so these sorts of things, if you're like interested in learning about it, anyone can really go and check out your channel and see all these different things about Turkey. 그래서 만약에 터키에 대해서 좀 이렇게 배우고 싶으면 이렘 채널에서 이렇게 그냥 영상을 보시고 그냥 또 구독 이렇게 하시면 되는데 근데 한국에 대해서도 많이 활동도 많이 하시죠?
맞아요.
You're doing a lot of like work and activities around that as well. 혹시 좀 재미있는 이렇게 영상 지금까지는 영상 많이 찍었는데 딱 좀 생각난 재미있는 에피소드가 있나요? Yeah, like a really like stand out memory of something that you shot where you were like, oh my god, that was
너무 많아.
그렇죠.
너무 많아서 어디서부터 시작?
그런 것 같은데요. 뭐 예를 들면 지금 어디서 찍으시는지 제가 어제는 제가 좀 보고 있었는데 근데 이렘 씨가 어디서 찍는지 제가 얘기하면 안 되는데 홍보 can't do that. But you had 약간 where was it? You were saying something about like 미역국.
I know. That's the 다시마?
Yeah, the 다시마.
다시마.
Oh my gosh, the 다시마. You were putting like it almost looked like a spa treatment.
Yeah, and
we
were inside sea water. Like,
it was amazing.
It was salty, warm water, so I felt like I'm inside a miyeokguk.
Oh my gosh.
That was so good for my skin.
It was Irem 미역국.
Yeah.
이럭국. I loved it. It was excellent quality content there. 근데 그런 거는 약간 뭐라 해야지 무슨 영상 만들 때는 제일 중요한 점은 어떤 건가요? Yeah, like what do you feel is the most important thing when you're thinking of this? Because content creation is really hard these days. There's so much content.
Yeah, I know. Well, to be honest, like me personally, I really like entertaining people. I've always been that kind of person. So I always want to make sure that people are watching me having good time and smiling and feeling like energy. That's the best compliment to me. If somebody says me that, oh, I get energy from you, I'm like, okay.
Nice.
I'm doing good.
So
So that's the most important thing to me, I guess. And also 저는 자극적인 거는 잘 못하는데
네.
이게 안 그래도 좀 신기한 거 하는 게 좋아해요.
네.
다른 사람도 쉽게 못하는 것들을 전 낚시
어.
한국에 와서 낚시하는 외국인 보셨어요?
거의 예, 저는 본 적이 없어요.
예, 저도 개인적으로 아직 본 적이 없어서
예.
예, 막 낚시하고 또 뭐
레저 스포츠
하고 그런 거 하는 게 좋아해요. 그렇게
네.
하고 보여주는 거 좋아해요.
와 정말 대단하신데요. 근데 무섭지 않아요?
낚시요?
예, 뭐 낚시 말고 뭐 레저 스포츠 같은 거나 뭐 그런
무서워도 약간 챌린지 하는 것도 좋아해요. 그래도 안전하게 해요. 다 일단은 한국에서 뭐 해도 다 안전하니까
네.
괜찮아요. 아직까지 문제 없었어요.
정말 대단하신데요. I feel so like inspired watching 이렘 you guys. She works so hard. 그리고 다 제가 봤던 영상을 다 한국말로 다 하시는 거예요.
네.
So you have 일단 다 한국말로 하시고 그리고 자막은 영문으로도 나오고
네.
혹시 터키 말로도 나오시나요?
나와요.
이거 다 혼자서 이렇게 편집하시는 거예요?
편집은 이제 PD님도 가끔 해주시는데
예.
번역은 제가 다 해요.
Wow.
Yeah, it takes a lot.
You are just I bow down to your work ethic there. That is a hard-working lady here, you guys, because the 자막 time that goes into that there, that is not easy, and she's doing that all herself here. The Korean, the English, and the Turkish all coming from this lady right here. So we should just be like, round of applause to our multilingual lady here in the house.
Great.
Here.
You're so nice.
But that's what I want to focus on here because 일단 뭐 학교에서도 공부하셨고 뭐 석사도 하셨고 근데 우리 지니들 뭐 지금 코로나 때문에 한국에 오셔가지고 아니면 뭐 지금 집에서도 공부하시는데 혹시 뭐 본인만의 팁이 뭐 공부하는 팁이 있나요? 우리 지니분들을 위해.
이제 이거 사람마다 다르겠지만
그쵸, 예.
저는 개인적으로 얘기하는 게 제일 도움이 되는 것 같아요.
네네.
사람들이랑 소통하는 게 좀 자신감 가져야 될 것 같아요.
네.
잘못할 수밖에 없잖아요. 한국 분들도 한국어를 태어나고 나서 배우잖아요.
맞아요.
그래서
한 20년 넘어서 이렇게 한국말로만 쓰니까 당연히 자연스럽게 완벽하게.
그러니까. The best thing, Korean people very kind, so they always try to understand what you're saying, and they always help you.
Oh my god.
So they end your sentences sometimes, like most of the times actually, which I really love. 제가 이게 어떤 얘기할 때 반까지 얘기하면은 끝을 이제 한국 분들 도와주셔요. 그게 되게 좋아. 그게 이제 도움이 많이 되고. 근데 단어 외우는 것도 좀 중요한 것 같아요. 단어 많이 외우면은 빨리 배울 수 있는 것 같아요.
혹시 아직까지도 왜냐면 굉장히 잘하시니까 혹시 아직까지도 좀 뭐 대화할 때 어려운 점이 또 있나요?
어려운 점은 없는데 그때 조금 부담이 되죠. 좀 높으신 분들이랑 얘기하거나 좀 오피셜한 얘기할 때 약간 일에 대해 얘기할 때 아니면 작가님들이랑 얘기할 때 막 잘못 쓰는 거 아니지? 이게 좀 그게 아니지? 막 이게 좀 걱정되긴 해요.
약간 매너 있게
얘기해야 되니까 특히 일 얘기할 때 because sometimes like when you read text doesn't show your feelings, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's always good to ask other Korean friends
Like,
when you talk about work.
Am I saying this properly?
Yeah.
Am I going to be hurting anyone's feelings?
yeah.
Like, did this at all like come across in a weird way?
Yeah.
All these questions are really good questions to ask. And so I feel like Irem made the best point there. Always ask your friends because they're more than willing to help. I feel like I always run out of time. I'm literally staring at your face here, just enjoying like having a great conversation. And I look at the time and I'm like, oh my gosh, the time flies by so quickly here. Yeah. If you have one last word you would like to give to our Korean geniuses listening in, what would that be to them?
I just say that like nobody learns Korean in their mother's belly.
Yeah, exactly.
그래서 just trust in yourself and then you're good to go.
Yeah, I
Fighting.
feel like that's a great way to end the show. That is the, the best way to wrap it up. It doesn't start here. That it's got to come from you and your effort, and you can be like Iram here.
You can do it. What's the difference between you and me? Right?
Exactly, you guys. You can do it too. Well, Iram, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you so much.
I had such a blast with you today.
Thank you being with me, and thank you being with my followers too.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for joining us. And thank you to our genies as well for joining us today. I had a wonderful time with you all. But unfortunately, we're already out of time here. I can't believe how fast the time goes. But thank you all for joining me. Don't worry, I will be back again tomorrow. This was 한국어천재. I'm Kayla. I'll see you guys tomorrow.